Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Reviews videocast.
Yo, we here, we live.
That's right. That's right.
Audience members
Knowing you
been
guys,
fiending to see our faces, so I'm
that's what I'm
Love
going to say.
Zach joint.
Yep. As you can see by the name badges at the bottom. I know you guys been hearing us in your ears for a while. That's right. Check out the REVUZ Hoodies. If you want one, we leave a link in the description below where you guys can purchase some. And I mean, definitely support us and help us out so we keep the YouTube ads away for the time being.
Absolutely.
So yeah, guys, welcome. Welcome to our first video cast.
Yes, this is our inaugural first video cast, engineered and technically mapped out by the tech god himself, Tech Teddy.
Yes. Of course, yes.
That's his new moniker. He's just like one of his favorite basketball players, Shaq O'Neal. He has so many different names, but we know him as Super Tech God, but now for the 2022, he is now referred to as, quite simply, Tech Teddy. So
that's right.
Shouts to you, sir, for making this
Thank you very much.
Video podcast happen.
Of course, definitely check out the channel, Tech Teddy. But we're here for reviews, of course. And yeah, we're going to have some interviews like we did before with the podcast. We're going to do in the video side of it. So, nice. We're here now. You can see our face.
Yeah, that's the staple. I tell you, we be sipping. We be sipping.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Cheers. Happy New Year. Happy, safe start to the year to all the families and all those dealing with, COVID and all that, health and wellness, but we're here to talk about some very hot right now. And
Yep.
I'll let Mr. Tech Teddy start it off.
As you guys see from the title, we're talking about crypto, pro versus con. Basically, I've been in the crypto space since about 2014, I would say. I've definitely been in that space since then. I purchased my first Bitcoin USB miner in that time, and I definitely used the Bitcoin miner and purchased things with Bitcoin at the time. Didn't think about holding on to it to make it, get to that point where it is right today. But I've been in it since 2014, got back into it in about 2018, 2019, when, Ethereum was definitely big and everybody was talking about how the future was for that. And then got way more involved right when the pandemic hit and started buying other things like Cardano. Definitely got to the meme coin, Dogecoin, as everybody else did. And,
and was Dogecoin a part of that GameStop hype or?
Nah, GameStop was definitely on the stock side.
That was just on the stock side, right? Okay.
Yeah.
People kind of, for the dummies, the crypto dummies, they kind of meld that moment together, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, because they call it meme stocks. So the GameStop, the AMCs that go on that side, as I see it, and then the Dogecoin, the Shiba, that's on the crypto side of things.
Now, was Dogecoin flying up as well in the crypto space the same time that whole GameStop derivative was happening?
Dogecoin was out before that. It definitely got the push at the same time.
Okay.
Especially when Elon Musk went out and tweeted about Dogecoin. I think that's what really took Dogecoin off. One of the owners or creators of Dogecoin actually sold his Dogecoin to buy a Honda Civic, I believe, which would have been worth way more at the time. I know you guys seen the Dogecoin millionaire and everybody else who YOLO'd all their money into Dogecoin and had millions. So definitely that's the difference between the crypto space and the stock space is that crypto's turnaround is very quick. It's very volatile.
It's the most volatile financial derivative that we've ever experienced. This is my opinion on it. I think crypto is highly the most volatile situation we've ever encountered.
I hear you. As you see right now in the stock market, that's happening right now too, with Netflix going down and Peloton going down and all the tech stocks going down currently. So you could say the same thing for stocks at this point. But yeah, no, you're right though. Crypto is the most volatile. In a blink of an eye, your profits can go up or they can go down. So I totally agree with you on that. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Bucks. Even though Tom Brady's leaving, it's cool. Had to put that in there.
Unceremoniously, I think we should have had a curtain call season, but that's for another show.
Yeah. I just realized that Tom Brady and Mahomes are on the Madden cover this year, so that kind of makes more sense to me in that level.
Agreed.
Nonetheless, before we wave off crypto, so yeah, so for this chat, as you guys know, we just gave you the history of what we know, we understand. I'm on the pro side of it. I'm heavily, you know, part of my portfolio is in crypto. Been in it, like I said, since 2014. And of course, LuvZac. I try to put him onto it, try to tell him what to
Now he
invest in.
tried. He's being audience. He's being modest. Audience. He put me on. He put me on
Right.
to crypto. He helped me set up my Coinbase account when
Yes.
I was, you know, knee deep into my projects within the industry as I started to make my, excel. And he got me hooked. I was actually working on an Apple TV Plus show called Severance. That's coming out soon, and that's when he introduced me to crypto. Proceed, Kevin. I just wanted to give that context for the audience to know that how the super tech god put LuvZac on crypto, and now I am
Yeah.
going against my my actual crypto sensei, my crypto master.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. So basically, I told Zach about it, how to secure his crypto, everything else. You guys want to see all that stuff? Check out the Tech Teddy channel. That's
yeah,
what we mostly talk
absolutely
about
very
there.
informative.
Um,
We actually had a heated debate about two authentication.
yeah, facts. So
It was a
I,
2 day debate.
yeah, listen, I am, as he would say, ladies and gentlemen,
Two-factor authentication. I went ham. Continue.
yes, I am in the tech space. Been in the tech space since 2001. With the college, everything else, and my degree. I've been, from help desk all the way up to now currently CTO, and I'm also the CEO of my own technology consultant firm. Nonetheless, I'm huge on cybersecurity. I'm huge on not just companies being secure, but also the people that work at that companies secure their own online profile. Because as you know, everybody has a Instagram, a Facebook, a Twitter, email address,
Snapchat,
and
all that
now,
stuff. Yeah.
right, and now a Coinbase and a Robinhood, which again messes with your financial online space. So, as I was trying to explain to Loves that he should secure all his profiles, including his PlayStation account, with
Which is
two
what
factor.
the debate went from 0 to 100.
Yes, because LoveZac did secure his account with his mistake, he went and put the wrong digit in his phone number. So as he's trying to sign up to his PS5 right now,
Via the two
they're sending
factor,
they're sending the MFA.
SMS and the
Yes,
SMS to another number. I
correct.
wasn't getting the
But
text.
but I did not tell him to use SMS. I am against using SMS
Yeah.
unless it's the only option. I am big on using things like Authy. I would preach Authy. I'm gonna leave a description link to Authy and the video of me explaining how to use Authy. I'm a big believer in Authy and other like YubiKey and even Google Authenticator and Microsoft Authenticator, even though I'm not a big fan of Google ones, but something to that extent because I know SMS could be spoof. Not a big fan of it. And if you make a mistake on that digit, which I'm still confused how Sony allowed that because when you normally do SMS, you have to confirm. Like you had to get a code to that number. So nonetheless, that's how that debate got on. So he was definitely against
Yeah.
the whole SMS feature.
He helped me, to fast forward the story. I'm on the HBO project. Ken is doing his, client. So he's like, hey, I'm getting some PS5s, just, transfer me some money, and then I'll drop it in my account. And then, I'll let you know when I get it, when the hype draws down. So I'm like, cool. Sent him like 700, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? About a couple days later, Ken says, yo, I got it. Boom. Ordered it. 2 weeks later, PS5. Come home, had a little break from the project. Boom. Ken's like, yeah, let's get a couple games in. I'm like, yeah, I'm setting up my PSN. He's like, great. And then he texts me like, yo, it's been 5 minutes. Take this long to get your information. What's going on? And when he said that, I'm like, I'm waiting for my code so I can input. He's like, you still do two-factor authentication SMS? And then explosion. Fast forward, we arguing. I had to call Sony all the way in Hawaii because of course, that's where they have their tech support. And I have to go by Pacific time. So I have to call like literally 4 o'clock in the afternoon because in Hawaii, it's like 9 o'clock a.m. there, Pacific.
Correct.
And you have to be on the phone literally for 45 minutes. You have to verify all the games you download, at least 3 games that you download on your PSN name. Verify your PSN name and anything after that in regards for login situation. It's crazy. Took me 3 days to actually access my console. 3 days.
Correct. Correct. Now,
And this is how it leads into crypto security with the blockchain.
now, shout out to Site Supply because that, yes. That that Twitter account is what I use to purchase every PS5 I've gotten and Xbox for myself, my family, my friends, because they put out tweets when systems are available on online retailers. And I quickly hop in and get on the line. And I am blessed to say that I've definitely gotten at least 5 PS5s from 3 from Sony, 1 from Walmart, same thing with everything else. But nonetheless, to not get into that too much, I want to say shout out to them because without them, nobody would be getting the PS5s before Christmas last year, et cetera, et cetera. But yes, so then after that conversation, we started to discuss crypto because at that time I wanted him to invest in a coin, a project that I'm heavily invested in called Cardano, right? The coin, the ticker is called ADA. I believe he did buy some, it went up, he sold it, did what he had to do. That is what it is, you know what I mean? So
Closed
you
my
understand?
account. Yeah, I dropped my account.
Yeah,
And at
yeah,
that point, I've
because,
been I've been the crypto con from there. I've
yeah,
just been totally against it. He's been the crypto pro. So from the con to the pro, simplest question is, where is crypto at right now? Like, why is crypto so hot, and where is it at in the space in terms of its, hotness? Because right now, crypto is on fire right now.
it's on fire. It was on fire, I say more so right before November of last year. I think as of right now, it's starting to come back up. We definitely, it's same thing with stocks. We have definitely had a dip in the beginning of the year because of Omicron and everything else people were uncertain about. So they were kind of pulling out and selling and getting their profits. Also because of tax season, people are trying to definitely evade as much tax as possible. So they're taking their profits. So of course, when that happens, stocks and crypto starts to go down. But yes, it is the hottest thing right now. Um, I see it as inflation continues to be what I think the next upcoming crisis in America.
So you think
Um,
the inflation is going to be the first bubble, not crypto?
correct. I think when inflation hits, crypto, people who are invested in crypto or people who aren't, that's what they're going to use next to kind of bail themselves out of this whole issue that we're having
Do you
currently in
think
America.
crypto is going to come to the level of our fiat currency? Because I have to say fiat because our
Yes.
money's backed like nothing because this channel
Correct.
never focused there. Do you
Right.
think crypto is going to get to the equal platform that our fiat currency system via one central bank and world banks are governed by? You think it's going to get to that level?
That's
Because that's
that
ultimately
is
the dream, right?
That's the goal. That is the goal. Correct. That is the dream, and I believe it will happen that way. Yes. If you
Why?
look at places like El Salvador using Bitcoin as their legal tender, it's working. Granted, the technology in Bitcoin, the blockchain, is a bit slower than other coins and than it wants to be. So purchasing something will take a longer time than doing it via the traditional, Visa credit card way. But keep in mind, as the new blockchains come about, technology starts to go more into the blockchain. We can have these things become legal tender in more places. And when that
Okay,
happens, uh,
real quick, for the crypto
uh,
dummies, for the crypto layman's, what the fuck
uh,
is a blockchain, Tech Teddy?
all right. So the blockchain basically is, if you want to go into Bitcoin's take of it, if you're mining Bitcoin, each thing is essentially the blockchain for Bitcoin. This is why Bitcoin can never be quote unquote shut down because if somebody has a computer in their closet that's mining Bitcoin, that is still the blockchain. The blockchain is still going across. It's a chain that basically essentially is not being controlled by any type of government, any type of financial institution.
So it's
It
decentralized,
itself.
is away from the regulated financial system.
That
Yeah,
is correct.
they love to
That is
talk
correct.
about that. It's
Yes.
it's autonomous, right? We don't know who are the
Yes.
creators of blockchains
No,
in
we don't know
terms
who
of
the
the
creator of
technology.
Bitcoin is.
Oh,
No, we don't
Bitcoin,
know.
not
Yeah.
not blockchains.
Right. No. So, I mean, they go hand in hand, I think, because blockchain was the first. I mean, Bitcoin was the first. But definitely we don't know who it is. There are very speculations on many people it could be. But at the end
Yeah,
of the
because
day,
right now, yeah, I did my research into that. it was one creator, the Japanese Satoshi, and they said there could be
Yes,
multiple creators.
correct.
So, for the people watching this video, definitely, research the Bitcoin origins, and you can kind of get your own information in that regard. But in
That is
terms of the
correct.
blockchain, so because I'm seeing that they're blockchain firms, we watch Billions. They've been
Of course,
talking
I just
about it the
started
past
watching it
two
just now.
seasons. And this season, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be ramping it up. I didn't start this new season yet. Now
I
that
just
Bobby's
did. That's
retired,
so funny. I just started yesterday, so I watched the first three
and they
episodes.
talk about a lot of these blockchain firms. So we know that Bitcoin is anonymous in terms of the creator or the creators.
Right.
In terms of the blockchain is like the engine that kind of like secures the crypto network, essentially, right?
Basically, yes. So, like I said, it's more so the distributed database that is shared among all the different nodes on the computer network. The
Mhm.
database, the blockchains, it stores the information electronically in digital format, right?
So like
So
if
it's back.
if you do like a transaction with your crypto, the blockchain secures that.
The blockchain is a record of it,
Okay.
which is carried on to all different nodes of the computer nodes on the network,
And this is
right? So
like
that's
saved in the cloud?
not in the cloud. I would say everywhere. Like I said, if you had a computer in your closet mining Bitcoin and every
Okay.
other miner was shut down, your machine essentially is now the blockchain.
Does that apply to all the other cryptocurrencies like
Yes.
Ether, Ethereum,
Yes.
Cardano?
Yes. Well, yes, yes, yes. So some of them, all depending on which technology they're using, some are on the blockchain, the current traditional blockchains, and others use something else like proof of stake. So
Oh wow,
blockchains are
see, I never
mostly,
heard of that.
yeah, there's proof of work, which is mostly the blockchains, which are like the Bitcoins, the Ethereums, the Dogecoin, the Litecoins. And then there's stuff called proof of stake, which is like the Cardanos, the Ethereum 2.0s, and
Okay.
what other cryptocurrencies are aiming to go to. 2.0, or should I say 2.0, the proof of stake is
Hmm.
basically a more green friendly, more way of minor crypting, because you're staking the coin that will then in
Eventually,
return pay you back
okay.
in that kind of staking. So basically, like those saving accounts that give you point, whatever percent on your money. When you stake
Hmm.
these coins, they have way more APYs. I've
Okay.
seen things that have APYs like 1,000% APY, so you get back 1,000% at the end of the year type stuff. So proof of stake is basically where most of the coins are looking to go. Because, like I said, it's a more green and a more green way to mine crypto, and
So
faster way on the blockchain.
so when
Well,
you use the applications like Coinbase and these other token applications, do these automatically like operate within the blockchain, or is it something you have to do separately on your own, like when you're doing like what you just explained, transactions or stakes or investments and
well,
things of that nature?
yeah, definitely. If you check out the video on Tech Teddy video YouTube channel, you will see that Coinbase and places like BlockFi and Gemini, and Binance, these are all exchanges.
Finance, yeah, that's what I was going. Yeah.
These are all exchanges. So
Okay, so
they
those is okay. So that's basically you
so they
trade cryptos, basically.
yeah, because they're not the blockchain per se. They themselves have a surplus of these items. And
Okay.
then when you buy from them, they give you their fee and say, okay, you can buy from us. This is why I tell people not to keep their coins on the blockchain. You should get something like a ledger. Again, I'll leave a links to a bunch of these stuff in the description, but a ledger
See, I'm
is,
building up my my stance by asking these
yeah,
questions.
yeah, I know. I hear you, and that's fine. I'm gonna give you answers. But yeah, you take your cryptos off the exchanges, because God forbid something happens to those exchanges. Somebody, as you know, there's a bunch of exchanges that have been hacked. And look at crypto.com. They've been
Hmm.
hacked, but
Crypto
crypto.com
got
has the money.
the crypto.
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't know that was hacks.
yeah. They got hacked. A lot of people lost a ton of money, but because and crypto.com is not, it does not insure, right? They're not FTC insured, whatever the case. They're not insured, so
Yeah,
they didn't
because
have to do this.
it's deregulated,
Yeah, but no, but no,
decentralized.
but
Continue.
but but some, like Coinbase, is insured up to a certain amount. BlockFi
Okay.
insures you to a certain amount as well.
Okay.
But Crypto.com has the money. They have the money that they were able to give back those people that were affected their money, give them back everything. So for them, that was a great, PR move for them to give back those funds that were lost. But the whole thing about, like I said, don't keep your money on exchanges, because these things can happen. And if you're on an exchange like, let's say, Binance, or ones that aren't insured or don't insure you, you lose your money. You lose your money. You move it off into something like a ledger, where it's kind of off the exchanges. It is off the exchanges. And they call it a cold storage.
Mm-hmm.
So even though when you put it there, the amount can go up or down based on the volatility of
On the market.
the space, it's still secured by you, because no one can move your crypto without that ledger, without those keys, those ways to get trade in
So
and out.
via, this is social media, right? Everybody's fucking smarty pants. Everybody can Google shit. Everybody got the
Yeah,
answers to everything.
yeah,
Mr. or Mrs. Know-it-alls, right?
yeah.
Trending wise, like, because of the world we live in the crypto world, what is the most trending thing right now? Like you can't escape.
NFTs,
What the fuck is that?
a non-fungible token.
All right. So essentially it's a Giphy, right? That's how I'm looking at it as
Not
a
just a
layman's.
Giphy.
You
Listen,
see?
NFTs is not
It-
just a Giphy. NFTs can be also a song. It could be a video. It could be
a piece
a
of art.
picture, image, art, piece of art. It could be music. It could be anything. You treat NFTs like what we used to do back in the day, collect basketball cards, but on the blockchain, right?
Like how
Or
kids are trading Pokemon cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards and shit like
right
that,
on
right?
the blockchain, or more so, how kids are getting skins in Fortnite. Those
Okay,
skins,
copy.
those skins don't give you. Oh, look at Madden. Those skins, or even the different uniforms. Those skins and uniforms don't give you any special abilities, right? Your team is not going to play better. Your user is not going to play better by having the Rock skin or the or the Reviews skin on their avatar. But you have it because of what? It's some type of showing off that, listen, I got the Reviews skin for my character, so I got the exclusivity of my character, where your character don't have the regular old skin.
I think NFT is going to be the greatest Ponzi scheme bubble to ever hit the financial space, bro. I think it's
I don't think it's
complete pump and dump, rich man scams. Like, what's good, bro? I'm not with none of this, bro. I'm not with no NFTs, bro. I'm not with none of that, bro. I gotta do some research on this. The number one NFT club was the
board, yeah,
Board Yacht
yeah,
Club, right?
yeah.
Am I saying their
The
name
apes,
correctly?
the board yachts,
Board Ape Yacht Club.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and then you got, a Crypto Monk and all these dudes,
Crypto
like
punks, yeah,
Crypto Punk, excuse me.
yeah,
Obviously, again, I'm still a layman. I'm learning. But what the F, bro? I'm calling total BS on all of this, my G. Like, they talking about these things, these buzzwords, rug pulls, get rubbed. I'm seeing this on Twitter. You know
yeah,
what I mean? I just recently, you was talking about it, back channeling about the Afro Crip brothers, the KG brothers, you know what I mean? They
yeah,
slums.
yeah, yeah.
What's up, bro?
Uh,
Like,
with
I'm not with none
with
of this. How can you get
yeah.
me to believe this is
Okay,
real? Like,
let me
come
explain
on,
something
my
to you.
G.
In any space, in any environment, in any platform, in any genre, they are potential scammers. We need to stop thinking that because this is a new thing, it's 100% a scam. Like, everybody's scamming. Everybody's scamming. We need to stop that mentality. Anything could be anything. Anything could be fraudulent. Anything could be a scam. We need to stop this now. Again, the first rule of thumb, and I'm going to tell you guys this. This is financial advice from me. The first rule of thumb: never put anything in you're not willing to lose. That comes
Fair
with
enough.
stock.
That's great
That
advice.
comes with relationships.
Real
That comes with investment.
real estate
That comes with
investment.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't. So if you feel that this is too good to be true, and you putting in your whole life saving and you lose it, that's on you. You cannot call it a scam. You have to always only put in what you're willing to lose. Now, to answer your question about, is this a scam? What's going on? What's doing this? Is that and the third? Listen again, like I explained to you. The NFTs are here to help artists. We all have to. That's the biggest thing first and foremost. The same way an artist right now can paint a painting, sell it. Let's say I'm the painter. No, matter of fact, you're the painter. LuvZac painted this amazing photo of every team and user he beat on Madden online on a nice canvas. And he puts the belt logo at the bottom, LuvZac 2022. You then go and sell it to someone else. You get your money. You sold it for $1,000. All right? You're happy, right? You sold your product, you created it, $1,000. That person goes and sell it to Jay-Z for $5 million. That person now gets $5 million. You got 1,000, the person you sold to got $5 million. Okay? Jay-Z then sells it to Kanye for $10 million. What happened? Jay-Z gets $10 million. The other person got $5 million. You got $1,000. The way NFTs work is you get 5% of whoever sell it to anybody. So instead of you just getting that $1,000, every time your painting gets sold online, you get a 5% of whatever the amount it is. Because again, it helps the creators, it helps the artists. These NFTs are made for them.
So it's within the code, within the algorithm?
That's correct. It's within the code. It's definitely within the code. It's within the coin or the project. In most cases, it's Ethereum, which has the worst amount of gas fees as to why Ethereum is moving from proof of work to proof of stake. Solana, which has less gas fees, and now Cardano just had their NFTs, which has close to no gas fees. So again, it's built into the what they call contracts, smart contracts. So these smart contracts basically says that, right? It says if somebody sells this, the original creator of this gets their percentage.
Okay.
That's what the smart contract
So
does.
I got a stupid question for crypto
Yeah.
layman like me. So obviously earlier we were saying that crypto you just download the apps you mentioned, Coinbase, Binance, etc. That's
Okay.
pretty easy. Crypto so far seems like a safe bet. Like you said, you put in what you expect to lose. If you lose, hey, that's your fault. Crypto's kind of pretty much really locked that in that regard. But on the NFT sides, now, what you just explained sounds so super cool. Definitely sounds lit, which is why it's trending. But my thing is, where the hell can I buy NFT?
Well, there's two places big right now. One called OpenSea, one called Rarible. These are the two that I knew about. I knew about these two last year when the NFTs first started off.
Are these applications or like websites?
Websites, some of them do have apps. OpenSea is the largest one. This is where the Bored Yacht apes are being sold and everybody else. Rarible is an awesome place too. I definitely put some stuff up on OpenSea. Send links in the description again.
Yeah.
Just trying.
Audience,
Just
please go
to
to his channel, Tech Teddy. Like it's
yeah,
super informative. Like
just
I'm
just
still
trying
a
to check it out.
con, but low key, high key, go to his channel because it really is clean breakdowns.
Yeah, I'm just trying to help people understand the space, especially in our community where a lot of people don't, like you said, like the exact example, who think it's all a con, right? They think
Yeah,
it's a
it's
Ponzi
just
scheme.
a money grab, just a money
Right.
grab joint.
Now,
Yeah, big
some,
Ponzi scheme slash
for
money
some
grab,
people,
rug pull, whatever the
for
F you
some
want to say, joint. That's how
for
I
some people
feel.
it is. For some people it is. But these
Yes.
smart contracts in NFTs are pretty cool. Like you take Gary V, for example, his NFTs are expensive, but they have smart contracts in them, which gives you free access to him. You purchase one of his NFTs, you get to go to one of his live shows, or you get to sit and have lunch with him, or you get to do X, Y, and Z. Some NFTs have these,
Privileges and these
actual
perks.
correct, which to me makes more sense. We got to think about the .com bubble, right? Some of these
Yeah,
websites,
that's what I
okay,
feel this is gonna be,
okay,
bro.
I totally agree. Some of the websites didn't make it. Some of the companies didn't make it. Some of the companies did. The Amazons, the Googles, the Yahoos, they made it. But the
Correct.
other websites didn't. So you got to think about that with the NFT space. There are going to be some NFTs that just crash and burn. You put in all your life savings into it, and tomorrow goes down. Now, for you, and I guess I'm going to send a link in the description, and everybody else who's watching this, I buy my NFTs now on something called Vivi. It's a VV app. It's very simple. It's dollar to dollar. You have to purchase in-game gems, and those gems will then allow you to purchase whatever NFTs you want. And every
Is
week or every other day, they have a drop. these NFTs go for $6, and then they go blow up to $1,000, $1,500, whatever the case is. I purchased a Voltron NFT for $60, and right now it's being sold for $154.
And it's like,
So
your Voltron that you purchased, was it like a Giphy, a picture?
it's more so of a 3D thing. So even if at some
Oh,
point, if I and and the reason I'm going to get into right now too, what I think about NFTs, what's going to happen to them as we get into the metaverse and the virtual world,
I was about to say.
we're going to be able to show off these NFTs the same way we show off paintings in our houses. We're able to have a house full of all our NFTs. And again, NFTs can't be duplicated. Yes, you can take a screenshot, but it can't be duplicated. That smart contract will show who is the true owner of that
Hmm.
NFT.
Now, I through my research, I found this new community through this application called Discord, right? Which is basically like
Of
the
course.
Twitter
Yeah.
for
I
crypto
use Discord for a
pros.
lot of things as well.
Exactly. Now, I know that originally
Here,
Discord was
here's my
originally.
Voltron.
Oh, that's fire. That's fire. I like that.
It's a rare Voltron, and like I said, it's
How much did that NFT run you? Did you pay? Did you
it's
pay for that?
$60.
Did you pay for that via actual currency or crypto?
Well, yeah, actual currency. So I
Could you
paid
have
sixty
purchased
bucks
it with crypto?
not through the VV app. No. So like I said, the VV app is more so the NFT space to make things for laymen to make it easier because it's dollar for gem. So $1 equals one gem. Okay.
Okay.
VV is built on a crypto called Omnicoin. And Omnicoin is phenomenal. I purchased some. It's very hard to get it, and that's the reason why I think VV wasn't ready to have it be the only way to buy NFTs using sorry, I said it's Omi. It's called
Okay.
Omi Coin. So the way they did it, like I said, because Apple also doesn't allow certain things, they made in gems. So those gems are, like I said, dollar for dollar. That's
Okay.
basically what it is. But yes, I've also purchased some other NFTs. Like I got the Matrix NFTs from
Mm,
Nifty. Nifty's another
okay.
website. Shout out
Yeah.
to Nifty. So I got Matrix NFTs from there. Those were same thing. You can use Apple Pay, whatever the case is. And of course, I have NFTs from OpenSpace and OpenSea. You need to use like Ethereum, et cetera, et cetera. But
But this is what I'm talking about.
mhm,
A lot of these things that you mentioned, absolutely correct and all. But quite simply, let's say I completely lose my mind and cop mad crypto, whether it's
mhm,
Ether or Cardano or whatever.
mhm.
Where the hell can I use and exchange my crypto for goods? Not in exchanges, for goods. If I want to buy simple shit, you know,
so
products, whatever the
so
F.
so as we stand right now, only Bitcoin and Dogecoin, I think Litecoin, some places allow you to purchase. Well, places allow you to purchase with those cryptocurrencies, mostly overseas, right?
In
Um,
Europe, right?
yes, correct. They've been doing this for a while,
But time out, because we know Europe's always future forward with a lot of these new emerging technologies.
right?
From my knowledge on the dark web, absolutely you can use any
100%.
cryptocurrency that you want, that you own
Mostly
to
Bitcoin.
do,
Yes,
yeah, mostly Bitcoin and Ether,
yeah,
correct?
yes. 'Cause that's the
Copy.
same. Correct.
But for people who do not know how to access the dark web via VPN, technology, etc., and they want to just purchase products LITE, like how they go on Amazon or Google, whatever,
Right.
is that a possibility? And what is this Web3 shit?
So to answer both your questions, number one, yes, you can do the same thing and purchase from Amazon, et cetera, using your crypto if you have a Coinbase card or a BlockFi card or any of these exchanges that allow you to put your crypto on a credit card and use that to purchase.
And that's
So
what you do through a wallet, your crypto wallet, right? You
no,
transfer it.
not through your wallet. That's basically through their coin, right? I mean,
Okay.
through their card. So I have a
Mhm.
Coinbase card, and I'm going to go through a quick loop on certain things. So currently, right now, I do have an Ethereum miner offsite,
Wow.
right? That I purchased video cards from 2 years ago and filled up the rig. and it's pumping out Ethereums nonstop. That goes to that, then that Ethereum goes directly to my Ledger wallet.
Sure,
Now,
your building manager is gonna come up to you.
it's not. No, it's not. I said it's offsite.
It's
It's
offsite. Oh
offsite,
yes,
man.
you just said
It's
offsite. You
offsite.
said offsite.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not trying to. I'm not paying for that power. Now, at home,
Yeah.
at home, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have four small, well, not small, 4 crypto devices that mine crypto for me in different currencies. I also have it at my parents' house. Basically, I have something called helium miners. Okay, I learned about helium. Same thing about 2019. Yes, and I ordered mine. It took like a couple months to get here, and currently my helium miner, both of them combined, brings in about $15 a day. Right. So I then take that helium and convert it to USDC coin, which goes on my Coinbase card. Now, my Coinbase card allows me to use that Coinbase card as a debit card. So I can use it as Apple Pay. I can use it with anything else. So when I purchase Uber Eats, or if I pay my AT&T bill, or I go to a store and I use my Apple Pay, I'm using USDC crypto to purchase my goods. And this is basically me taking my helium that is mining in the house by itself. It's not taking any power. It takes the same amount of power as a cable box per year.
Okay.
And it goes based off of the helium network, which is a whole different space, but it is crypto. And like I said, it pays me out in helium. And when you convert helium to USD, American dollars, it's about $15 in helium a day. So then I take that at the end of the month, or depending on where the price is, and like I said, I convert it, and I use helium more so to purchase more crypto, or like I said, I put it on my Coinbase card and I start spending it that way. So you can use your crypto to purchase goods from Amazon wherever you want, as long as you know how to, utilize the exchanges in their debit cards and credit cards. Like I said, BlockFi has one. So now Web 3.0, which is the next website, right? It's the next huge technology.
Is the next advance to what we have now in the internet.
Correct.
So what we're using essentially is like Web 2, right?
This is Web 2, yes. So Web 3.0, like I said, I still go back to the metaverse. I strongly put Web 3.0 as the next generation of the internet, which to me is like the metaverse, right? The decentralized autonomous website.
Zuckerberg launched in Meta, which is why you call it Meta.
Right. Where no one owns the domain names. It's not like, so 2.0 was that, right? 2.0 was the .com era.
Which is why it was called the Facebook.
Right, correct. And of course, 1.0 was the startup, right? The chat.
Yeah, the dial-up and all that. Yeah, correct.
So
the DSL networks and all that.
So 3.0 now is going to be the next advancement in that. The metaverses, the decentralized domains, the NFT space, et cetera, et cetera.
For the community, for the audience, get familiar with this term DAO, DAO.
Yes.
Decentralized Autonomous Organizations.
Yes.
So essentially what you're saying is like Google and Apple and all these gigantic tech spaces are going to try to find a way to become anonymous in the Web3 space, correct?
That is correct. That is the
wow.
Yes.
That's crazy.
That's correct.
We are talking some crazy shit right now, bro. This is mind-blowing to me.
100%. And I think, as I said, this is why I think everyone should educate themselves on this now and not wait till when we have no other choice,
So how can a layman's right now access Web3, and do you need to have crypto in order to access it?
You will, yes. You will need to have some type of crypto, even some knowledge to access it. That's going to be the biggest thing there.
Is it like a VPN situation, like trying to access the dark web, or this is just
No. This is just going to be a straightforward product. You're going to need whatever you need to enter it. Like in my case,
whatever key, right? Whatever token or whatever, right?
Correct. So like in this case, like I have an Oculus that my brother gave me for Christmas. Shout out to him. That's going to be the entryway into
your Oculus is your key to Web3.
Yeah, of
no
course.
bullshit.
Yes, right now to the metaverse, to the
And
metaspace,
that's where
testing
you
things
can
out.
exchange all of your coins and NFTs if you so
If
choose.
I choose to, yeah, I'm working on decentralized and decentralized land, Decentraland. I'm working on that those type of projects to see how I can get more involved in that. Sandbox as well. Two cryptos that I invested in way before the meta anything ever happened, and they blew up, so that was great. These are the things that, like I said, people should educate themselves on now because when that time comes, they're going to have to know how to access it. Currently, the new thing for me is more so the DeFi space. I never really got too much into the DeFi space until this year.
That's a so DeFi. I thought DeFi was interconnected with Web3. And for the audience,
It
DeFi
is.
is decentral, de what disrupted financial, decentralized finance. That what does
Yes, it
DeFi
is.
mean?
That is DeFi. That's correct. That's exactly what it is. It's DeFi technology. So basically, it's disrupting financial landscape is basically
Yes,
more so what we're
yes.
looking at,
So
right?
that's not
And
interconnected with Web3,
it will be, yes, 100% it will
but
be.
it's not integrated yet.
No, well, Web3 isn't here yet. Versions of it is coming, but it's not
Oh,
here yet.
I thought Web3 was already ground
Not yet. It's
zero.
it's like
It's
I said, it's in
here.
the beta. It's in the beta stages. I would say more so anything else. Like I said, that's why I'm trying to get into it more so that
Okay.
and DeFi. At the I'll say probably last month. Yeah, probably last month. I got into DeFi more so. Shout out to Thor nodes. I've been using that now, basically, essentially creating a node and getting paid out in Thor coins on a daily basis. I was getting about $200 a day. Now it's kind of went down to $110 because the coin's going up and down. But basically, DeFi to me, as I understood it, is you put in some money, and again, crazy amount of APY. So you get thousands APY. You get your money. Now, for me, I'm not being in this long term, right? I might not even go the whole year, but 6 months, I'll look to take out my funds.
So
Um,
DeFi, is it like a site? Is it an application? Is it like a policy or something like that?
it's a protocol. It's a
It's a
protocol.
protocol. Okay.
It's a
All right.
space. Like I said, a lot of, and more so the Ponzi schemes are happening in this space more than anything. Because, like I told you, let's say me and you together go and create a reviews DAO or do reviews DeFi site, right? And we say,
Mm-hmm.
listen, guys, we made a reviews coin. Okay, this coin is what we're using to create a site that allows you to upload your Ethereum.
Mm-hmm.
In return, we'll give you back 1,000 APY on your Ethereum, but in reviews coin.
Mm-hmm.
And then people come in, they start doing it, they put up their Ethereum, and they see that every day they're getting 1,000% on their Ethereum, but in the reviews coin, not in Ethereum, in reviews coin. Then we decide to go, okay, guys, bye bye now, and we just shut off and
And
we're
then
gone.
that's when the whole
We
rug
take
pull
all of it.
happens. And
Correct.
that's what the Kaji brothers did with Afrocrypt. They did the rug
That's
pull
correct. That's
and
correct.
basically deleted everything and said, hey, we were hacked and hey,
Yeah,
school
correct.
bay,
Correct.
delete.
This is again where it comes back to do your research. You have to do your research. This happens, guys. I heard a story even yesterday, which is crazy enough, of a person who got scammed by basically a person walked up to them and said, hey, we have Rolexes for X amount of dollars inside, but we have the sale outside. Now, if you want, I can give you the one outside, but if you want to go inside, you can get it. And they got scammed. There's scams everywhere. They went from physical in-person scams to people saying they're from Africa, please send me money scams, to computers saying, hey, you have a virus, let me log into your computer scams, to now crypto and finance scams. So again, do your research when it comes to these things. Just don't hop in and think stuff is sweet. Like I said, my channel is to help teach you guys about certain projects. Is to show you guys that you can buy something for $250 to $500, leave it in your house, and have it make passive income for you. You understand? That's the biggest thing. Like I said, I created a Raspberry Pi. You heard of Raspberry Pi before? I took a Raspberry Pi and an external hard drive, and now I am mining essentially SCP coins on a monthly basis by people using my data storage. I have an aware element, which is basically monitoring my air at both my house and my parents' house, and it pays me about $8 a day for the information that it gets in planet tokens. Like I said, I have my helium miner that gives me HMT by connecting the network with other people. Me being on such a high floor, I see about 100 and other 8 helium people, and I get paid out in helium coins. So again, there are so many ways to make passive income in the crypto space. There's so many ways to not spend your own money that you get from work and invest in crypto. You can take these coins, like I said, that you get from these in-home miners, and invest it into the Ethereums, the Bitcoin, et cetera, et cetera.
Listen, this is quite a journey. So, wait, hold, hold, Arthur, hold, program 2, level 3, or highly specialized tech space. You're not doing none of what you just
But
said.
bro, you would think
Come
that,
on, bro.
but
Helium? Crypto miners, cut
oh
them
man,
shits, bro. Joe Plumber, the soccer moms, they're not with none of that. They got their kids. They got to worry about cooking dinner when they get home. Joe Plumber got to situate his crib or his apartment, take out the trash, make sure his car is working, check his brakes. You know what I'm saying? Make sure he go online and check all his bills and do his little tally for the end of the month for his rent or his mortgage and him and his wife and all joints. What are you talking about, bro? Ain't nobody doing
listen,
that, bro. That's why crypto is never going to get to the level of fiat currency. It's never. You know why? You know
let me
why?
hear this.
Because you go to ATM, you don't even got to put your card in, bro. You just wave the chip at the sensor, put in your digit code, and get your money. Victory.
Absolutely, you do the same thing with the Coinbase card and the BlockFi card. We are definitely looking at things on a whole different level. Let's look at a big picture, okay? Look at every finance institution that is backing crypto right now: PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. These people are accepting now crypto, so you can use on your cards and purchase things with. This is where we're going. This is where the space is going. Crypto has been around for so long, but it's never been this big as it is now. And that's because of inflation. That's because of people making money off of crypto. Crypto has given so much high of a return than anything in stocks and bonds, and in the fastest time.
Crypto's high, man. And in this financial market, when things are really high, sooner or later, the bubble must burst and then it must crash.
Listen,
Whatever
I
lasts after that crash,
excuse
then
me.
I will, probably deep
I
dive into that. But right now, I don't know, bro. I'm buyer beware right now, sir.
I hear you. Listen, I'm a big advocate for diamond hand, but I'm also an advocate for take your profits. Do not think stuff will go down. It will go down. Do not think it will continue on up. It will go down. So take your profits, do it smart. Like I said, the Tech Teddy channel is about that. So how to secure your online profiles, your social medias, etc. And also I'm diving deeper more into crypto to help the community understand more about crypto and see that it's not just for scammers or people on the dark web. It's for the soccer moms and the everyday Joe to get passive income and not worry about, oh, I had to take my hard earned money that I just spent and had to go buy an $800, $5,000 crypto miner that I have to pay for power. No, that's great too. If you have the space and the power to pay for, by all means. But my push is more so for the in-home miners that makes no noise, that is actually functional devices. Like I said, a air monitor. I have an air monitor that's
Mm.
mining crypto. You can have a computer that you're not doing anything with mine crypto for you. We all have to realize that crypto is a different form a different form of currency. And the more currency you have, the better off you are, right? In this day and age. So, like I
Yeah,
said,
you're right.
I'm using it. I'm using it for passive income. I'm using my crypto that I make to invest into crypto, and my crypto portfolios keep going up and up and up. and I take out what I need and I invest in other things like stocks, stuff for my son, real estate, etc. And that's the way it should be.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, this world, corporate America, the monopoly of business and finance. They don't want no competition, bro. Their whole objective is to kill the competition, eliminate it. And crypto right now is becoming a heavy competitor with our fiat currency system. And I just
100%.
feel that the central bankers, you know what I mean, the federal government, the world governments that are comfortable. Remember, when they go to these G7 summits and have these Illuminati, meetings, I gotta throw my Illuminati, I gotta do it. They talking about fiat. They exchanging it with the fiat. And if not, they talking gold or any other precious metals that whatever nation elects to use as trade leverage, when they're having their war, discussions and, talking about trade routes. The Arctic is starting to melt, Russia is trying to establish a new port over there. They're trying to lay claim to that. That's what the whole Ukraine situation is. They already went there in
Right.
2014 and slammed Crimea because Putin ain't trying to hear that. He's trying to establish this port now. China been going crazy. You know what I mean? With the Trump situation out here, you already
That's
know
right.
Trump
That's
is like,
correct.
the pandemic is China and come on, man. And then now you got this crypto thing coming. I think these world governments and the powers that be, the IMF and all that, I don't think you're trying to hear that, bro. I don't think they want to just
No,
let
and
it rock, bro.
they're
Especially
not.
because
They're
it's
not.
deregulated and
Correct.
decentralized. These guys and ladies want to control everything that has to do with an extreme profit margin. And right now,
Well,
crypto and NFT spaces, the profit margins are high. So they want
well,
to get their hands in that pot.
well. Let me explain that to you. It's not going to happen. They cannot control it. That's their problem. They can't
You
control it. It's
spoke speaking like a
decentralized.
true hacker. That's what all the hackers in the community saying right now,
It's
bro.
the truth. It's the truth. Let me tell you why they can't control it. They can regulate as best as they can, as far as it comes to taxes and everything else. They can do that, right? They can say, "Hey, we see this income that you got on your tax, for the cryptocurrency from the exchanges." They could do that part of it, but to control it, they cannot do it. They cannot control crypto because, like I told you before, if you cut power, if one place has a miner on any type of battery operated anything, the cycle is continuing. The blockchain is still alive. So to control it, it can't happen. They can regulate, like I said, and they also can. What's the saying? If you can't beat them, join them. This is why Miami had their coin. This is why New York is trying to get a crypto coin. This is
Yeah,
why China
Wyoming
banned.
is creating policies now
Right.
for
This is why
crypto transactions and things of that nature.
China banned Bitcoin so they can make their own coin.
China's not trying to hear that. That's what I'm saying. And I
Right.
feel like I to put a button on it, on my take, I feel is going to be a currency war. That's what I feel. If this crypto and NFT space really starts to pick up some global speed and really have some true global infrastructure being built across the world, where, like you said, it's undeniable. Meaning, like when you go away this spring, for your trip, and you could basically choose how you want to pay for this transaction, how you want to conduct the transaction. You want to pay with your crypto, or you want to pay, with fiat, what I'm saying, with currency. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's going to be a coin flip. It's like, is it crypto or you going to use currency? You know what I'm saying? Like, just like how
And
we could go right now and
and
you could be like, I'm going to trade my US dollars for pesos or pounds.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
how I feel it's going to be if it gets to that level where it's
it will.
equal.
It is. It's gonna get there. I mean, it's happening now. I went to Tampa for my niece's birthday last year, September. Right. I went to this place called Odyssey, 2001. I took a picture of it. The sign clearly says, "We accept Bitcoin here."
What? I haven't
I,
seen that yet.
I was, as a matter of fact, let me pull up the picture right now. There's no
You need
need
to
to
show the audience that.
guess that.
So
Let's
did
see,
you
Tampa.
pay? Well, of course you didn't have any Bitcoin at the time,
I
right?
have, of course, I have Bitcoin. Yeah, of course I
But
do.
you didn't use it to.
No,
perform
it's
any.
not for me. It's not I had to do for. I didn't have to pay for anything getting in there.
That's
So here we
crazy.
go. Let's see, 2001. All those, out there. Want to know what that is? Google it. I'm not gonna tell you what it is on the show.
Yeah, step your game up. Travel. Go outside your doors.
Check out what that is. Let me pull it up. Here we go,
Wow.
Tampa. Yeah, my niece's birthday party was fun. We had a great time. Uh, huh. Yep, we went to Chuck E. Cheese the night
And
before
audience, this
that.
is how it is. This guy's always traveling, so it's gonna take some time
Oh
for him
yeah,
to find his pictures.
yeah, that's the problem, guys.
Man,
Definitely.
while he searched for his proof of that, because that's crazy. I
Yeah, I gotta
think it's
show
going to
you.
be some currency war. I think the Illuminati gang, the Babylonian banksters are going to say, okay, this nonsense, F these hacker people, these
But it's
encryptors.
not hacker people, though. That's what we all gotta
I mean,
realize.
listen, a lot of cryptocurrencies are being created by, AI engineers and encryptors and encoders and things of that nature. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Yes, they see.
Bitcoin accepted there. See
Wow.
that?
So that's where the card will come in, and you will use your card associated with it.
Not your
Yeah.
card. Anything with your crypto.
Does the wallet come into play? Or that's only
Yeah, yeah. Your wallet come into play there because you have it on your wallet. You can do that. But again, yeah, you have your wallet. If you have your wallet on you, you're able to pay with your wallet because you have to use a certain series of buttons to allow transactions out of your cold storage, right? But I'm sure if you're planning to go out and spend your crypto, you probably throw it on an exchange like Coinbase, which I don't recommend. You can use something like Trust Wallet. I use Trust Wallet. Trust Wallet also allows you to store crypto there securely as well. So you can use any type of wallet, Trust Wallet, etc., and then you'll be able to pay for your stuff with that.
well, bro. We're in a very divisive time. COVID, the pandemic exploded that. You know, you got your vaxxers, and then you got your anti-vaxxers. I mean,
That's correct.
and I think you're gonna have that with the currency wars. You're gonna have your pro currency and your pro crypto guy people, and then you have
Listen,
people going against each other.
listen. I've had arguments with family members about the U.S. dollars and credit cards because I'm like, how are you going to tell me that you're going to be a store and don't allow credit card? I said, there's going to be a time in life where cash will be obsolete.
I agree.
And they're
Cash
going to
right now
say,
is
right.
obsolete. I totally
They're
agree
going
with
to
that.
say you need to have a credit card. Like, oh, where are you going to
Man,
credit card from anywhere? You go to your local Rite Aid and buy. It doesn't matter. I feel that we seen Batman Beyond, right? Where they use creds, right?
yeah, they use creds. Yes,
Okay, I
absolutely. And
believe.
that was years ago. And the cartoons
Okay,
always like to
okay.
foreshadow the future.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. So we're going to get to a point where it's going to be creds versus crypto. It's not going to be cash.
Okay, I
You
agree
see,
with
it's
that.
going to be
I'm
credit
glad
card
you
versus
you
crypto.
framed it like that.
Yes, and when that time happens, hopefully we're around to see that, which I think we will be because
We
I
would
think
definitely gonna be.
well,
That's gonna happen.
yeah,
I think it's gonna happen probably in the next 2 to 3 years. You might think it's
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
happen way
because
sooner than
because
that.
yeah, because I'm telling you, man, especially Powell, Daddy Powell start rolling out the money machine and start giving everybody stimulus checks like shit's sweet again. So, see what you said.
Yeah, no, I was saying, I think going forward, like, when you write checks, I'm just like, yo, I feel that Stone Age, to a
Yeah,
degree.
who still write
I just
checks,
feel
right?
like
We do ACHs, we do
yeah,
wires now, but that's also
that's
becoming obsolete because we doing QuickPay and Zelle and all that.
exactly correct. So I agree with that. I just think there's going to be the currency wars. You're going to have Middle America and just parts of the U.S. nation, just within the U.S. space. People are just going to be really against this crypto technology because it's confusing to them. There's still people out here who have difficulties setting up an email
No,
profile.
I know.
You know,
And in the IT space, in the tech space, I totally get that. I have the patience for it. People always say you have patience. I do. Because my goal, I feel, is to help teach everyone how to make their life better and easier with new technologies. And I feel that, yes, people are going to be very hesitant to use crypto. People will be very, because they don't know how, they don't understand it. They never taught about it. If you're not taught about something, of course you're going to be hesitant to dive into it. And I totally get that. But the same way people were hesitant about credit cards, they had no choice. They had to use it. Right? Because some stores said, we're not taking cash. People get mad. Why do these stores don't take cash? Because they don't want to get robbed. They don't want to deal with the cash bullshit. They take credit card because what? It's easier for them, right? It's easier for everyone. And I think that's basically where crypto is going to come into place. Not right now, like you said, probably in 2 years. I think crypto will be that. I think when crypto starts to become its own currency, in the sense that something is worth 5 Bitcoin versus something is worth 5 Bitcoin, which is tied to the US dollar, which equals $10,000, I think that's when crypto will be more mainstream. But crypto blockchain technology, the gas fees, all that stuff needs to be handled first. Because like I said, a Bitcoin transaction can take up to minutes. You understand? For it to process. Where, Cardano and these other ones take seconds or 1 minute. You understand? Once that gap starts to go up smaller and smaller, we're going to see crypto starting to take over in that regard.
Well, my last derivative, my last question is, if crypto is ever to become mainstream, this whole finite, oath that they live by with the Bitcoin and Ethereum, and there's only a finite amount, that can't happen, because guess what? When the U.S. or any other nation is low on currency, for whatever reason is going on, whatever crisis is happening in that country, guess what? They go to their central bank and do what? Print more money.
That can't happen. So no, you can't. You can't do that with gold now either. Bitcoin is basically digital gold, so you can't. Right? Bitcoin will be like gold, where you have to, somehow not even convert, but
subsidize it with another crypto.
Right, or people are going to have to put up their Bitcoin and get loans out on, like you said, other cryptos or other utilities, because there's no way they're going to say we can get more of this. No, Bitcoin has a finite number. If the number is large enough, you're going to have to sell and trade it. So as people purchase it, people get back some. I mean, after people sell it, people get it. That's how it's going to have to be. There's some coins out there, like a Dogecoin, that has an infinite number of Dogecoins, right? So the value of Doge is very low because it has a finite, it has a limited number. And that's something you don't want.
Limited, that's what I'm saying.
And that's why Ethereum has a limited number as well, but they do something called burning, something that you should look up. When they burn coins, like they're burning Shiba coins right now, and on Valentine's Day, they're doing a whole big Shiba burn of coins, the price of the value of the coin goes up, because now there's only a certain amount of the coins left as they continue to get burned. So we could dive deeper into that. This is just the pro versus the con. So we're going to close it off with a very straightforward process. So I'm 100% pro crypto. LuvZac is con. Are you still con at this moment?
Yeah, I'm still 100% against it. I understand it. I respect the diversity in the financial system. Yeah. You need to have that. So that's good in that respect. I am totally abhorrently against NFTs. I will never indulge in that. They're cool, but I'm not messing with no NFTs. Wow. Like I said, I've had crypto, I've had Ethereum, I've had Cardano and a couple other stuff. But yeah, I'm not with no NFTs. Ken is really, really, really diving in with the NFT space. I think he has kind of created his niche there. But
yeah. So I'm gonna get close in this camera so y'all can understand what I'm about to tell you right now. LuvZac is gonna dive into NFTs real soon. Not don't worry about that. Right now, me and my son are working on NFTs. I'm not gonna leak it right now, but I'll let you guys know about it when it comes out. It's gonna call Dapper Bears. It's bears that dress up just like how his dad dressed up when he goes to work. So we won't drop that NFT real soon. LuvZac is gonna be making NFTs or purchasing NFTs. Mark my words. I'm saving this video just for that. All right, this is the date, 2022. LuvZac says he's not getting it.
February 9th, Illuminati number, Super Bowl week.
our first video. Mark his words. We'll
Yeah.
see. Because
Yeah.
we'll revisit this come when it warms up, like around springtime.
Indeed.
We'll definitely do another crypto video. Give the market some time to have its own developments
And see where it goes.
some own, new breakthroughs and things like that. We'll definitely touch base, and then I'll let you know my stance come spring whenever we do another video.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what it's going to be. We might have some better lighting next time, better audio. This is our first one to see how it goes. Shout out to Riverside. This is an awesome platform that allows you to do interviews and video podcasts. We're going to upload it to our YouTube channel. You're probably watching it right now on YouTube, so that is what it is. We're going to have some Patreon stuff going on, so you're going to have some behind-the-scenes stuff with us. We definitely have our merch out there. Shout out to Redbubble. Allows us to put out our reviews. Hoodies. So definitely if you want to invest and help, keep the channel growing without us having to put up ads and stuff like that, please get you a reviews hoodie out there. And thanks again for listening to that. It's been great. Exciting.
Definitely.
Thanks. We got more shows coming. We got interviews with people coming.
Our next. Oh yeah, go ahead, Ken.
Say that's basically it.
Our next show definitely we're gonna do a take. Our personal take on the Super Bowl results. We big on sports, and now that we have this, we can just do, right after the game, or whenever.
Yes, definitely.
Depending on Ken. Me and Ken usually watch the game together a lot, but in light of the COVID and all that stuff, last Super Bowl we kind of watched in our own respective places, so we're probably gonna do the same this year. But for the audience, if you want to hear a few of our shows when we pre-video, the beginning of reviews, just check out Anchor, type in reviews and come right up, exactly how it's spelled, and you can kind of hear us and how we started leading up to this point.
And definitely on Spotify and everything else. This will also be on there, so if you're listening to Spotify, thanks again. We're going to upload the audio to our Spotify and our, Anchor and Apple, everywhere that, podcasts are being heard. So definitely thanks again, guys, for supporting us and going us on this journey. And like I said, we're starting the videos, so it's going to be great. LuvZac, great job. Great job.
I'm still not with no NFTs, but peace to y'all, though. Peace to y'all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, peace.